Hey there, how's it going? My name's Koi, and this is my first YouTube video. I've made this video probably 6 or 7 times now. I keep doing that thing where I think that everything has to be perfect, and it really doesn't have to be. So this is my first video. I'm just gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit. It is kind of weird, talking to like no one and also still people. And then I'm sure when I'm editing this later, I'm gonna hate it. Yeah, it's really weird, making this video because I have done I'd probably say 20 hours of research and watching videos, and I downloaded all this software and I bought this microphone because I wanted something to hold in my hand, and it still didn't prepare me for this. The YouTube videos I watched about making YouTube videos said that, but it still didn't prepare me for this. I'm not sure what I was expecting it to be like. It's so weird. I'm talking to no one, and still someone. I'm using my iPhone as a webcam. I don't know if you knew you could do that. You can. But this is the only thing I bought for the purpose of this. I already had the tripod because I used to make TikToks, and I purchased the computer because mine didn't work. And I'm using free software that came installed on the computer. So if you're seeing this and you also want to make a YouTube channel, but you're scared, you have all the tools. I went back and forth a bunch of times about what I wanted this channel to be about, and I couldn't decide, so I'm just gonna start making videos, and I figure that I'll find my way along the way. This is an introduction to me. I am transgender. I've been out for 4 years. I came out when I was 18. To me, that feels really late, but I'm sure to a bunch of other people that's really young. I had a bunch of transgender friends at the time, and they had all come out at 13 or 14, but I learned what a transgender person was when I was 14, so I feel like, I was really ahead of the curve. I came out 5 years after I knew that it was possible, so that's pretty good. I have a partner. We've been together for 3 years. I love them very much. I work as a server, and I'm looking into cosmetology, but the most important thing about me is that I am an artist. I love painting. I've been painting around that long also, since I was 13. This year will be 10 years. That's a long time. I recently, for the first time ever in my life, finished an entire sketchbook. So that'll probably be a video soon. I'll do a sketchbook tour. I know that YouTube loves this. I love watching them. And then I started a new one. I can actually show you what the outside of the sketchbooks look like. This, I don't know if we can see. This is the one that I just finished, I think. This is the front. And, I'll do a flip through. I'll do a tour. And then this is the one I just decorated. I really like it. I got some new Posca markers. I'm trying to experiment with my art right now. I went through this phase where I took classes. I learned a bunch of technical stuff about painting and drawing and all that. But then I got so inside my own head about it that I every time I drew or painted, it was about learning a new skill or being technical or doing everything exactly the way that the masters would do it. And it wasn't very fun anymore. I painted for the longest time with Apple Barrel paints and Wish.com paintbrushes. So I was how do I get back to that? So now I go to studio less. I'm not in any official classes. But I'm just experimenting a little bit. I really like this sketchbook. It was recommended by a YouTuber called Lil Star Nerd. I watched 6 YouTube videos reviewing sketchbooks. This is my favorite one out of them. I didn't try the other ones, but this was the one that spoke to me the most because I use a lot of different mediums. It's the Strathmore Mixed Media sketchbook. It comes in a bunch of different sizes and all that. I like it because it's soft cover, so the binding doesn't break. I used to have that problem. I would buy hardcover books because I don't like the spirals, and the spine would break off, but this one's soft cover. The paper is really nice. I painted with gouache on it, really heavy-handed, the way that I would with acrylic paint on it the other day, and it's held up pretty well. It didn't even really warp a lot. It takes Copic markers pretty well. I have so many art supplies. But yeah. One thing about me as an artist is I hate watercolor. I know, boo, boo. Watercolor is so pretty. I cannot get it to work. I have watched probably hundreds of hours of YouTube tutorials on how to watercolor. I can't figure it out. I have different kinds of watercolors. I've tried liquid. I've tried solid. I've tried different shades. I've tried paper. I've tried so many. I don't understand it at all. And you know what's weird? Using alcohol ink markers works basically the same as watercolors. It's different, obviously, but it's similar, and then you go light to dark. And I use alcohol ink markers, and I don't hate the stuff I produce. So I don't know why I can't make water. Maybe I'm just too impatient. Maybe I'm like, I don't want to wait for it to dry. But then also, I oil paint, so I'm not really sure what I've got going on there. I have 2 cats. One of them is from my friend. She moved, and she had to move back in with her parents, and her dad is, like, very allergic, so she had to give him up, and so I have him, and I will be very sad when she gets her own place again, and she takes the cat back. The other one I've had since she was a little baby, like this big. She is 10 years old this year. But she's a menace. The other cat has never been around like other domesticated cats. So he doesn't know like what playing is. So she like chases him underneath the couch, and it's quite frankly hilarious. But also concerning because then he screams while he's running under the couch because he thinks she's trying to kill him. She's not. She's trying to play with him, but it's very interesting because we have like a baby gate, and in front of the door they'll play through the baby gate, but like if you open the gate he's scared of her, and I can't figure that one out. I also have guppies. I love fish, but I did not realize just how like brutal fish are. And oh my god, let me tell you, they regularly kill each other, and they're also not that good at being alive. I purchased 4 fish, 2 of them died, and then I kept the other 2 fish for several months, and then one of them was like, bye. So I was like, okay, they're schooling fish. I can't just leave this fish alone. I went and got 2 more fish so that the fish wouldn't be alone. One of the new fish gave birth and then promptly died. But before she could do that, the male fish also died. And when I tested all of the water levels, nothing was different. Everything was where it's supposed to be. So this is your lesson. Don't give children fish. It will be traumatic and they will die. And there's nothing you can do about it. So now I have 8 guppies and only one of them is full grown. It's very interesting. I will say that. Yeah, that's me. I hope you guys are all having a good day. Like and subscribe. That feels weird to say. Like and subscribe. And I will notice. I'll notice because I don't have any followers yet. I hope you liked the video. Bye. If you're seeing this, I did it. I made the video.